Hello and welcome to today's presentation. My name is Priscilla Castellanos, and today we're going to be going over Momentum Network. Before we do so, I just want to introduce you guys to myself so we are not complete strangers. I have been in the credit repair industry almost 6 years now. Within those 6 years, I have seen the ups, the downs, the gray area, and the light at the end of the tunnel. And I can say overall, the credit restoration business is a huge industry if you are working with a platform or with someone that will actually get results. A lot of times what happens if someone is personally doing the dispute letters for clients, repairing their credit on their own, the person gets tired. You know, we have sick days, we have vacation days, we have family days, some days we don't want to work. And if we don't work and produce letters to send out, then our clients do not get results. And that's when they feel on edge about the whole process, or they don't see any results and they don't continue with the process. I stepped away from that kind of process about a year and a half ago, and I wanted to find something that will help my clients better than I ever could in giving them better and faster results, and that it can help professionals out in the same industry, helping their clients, getting them to the closing table or whatever financial goals that they have are. So we're going to go ahead and get started. A little bit about the company, now that you guys know about myself. Momentum Network is a company that was founded in 2020, and every day we are working on getting better and better and providing the necessities and the needs for our clients when it comes to finances. We offer many services around the financial realm, and our main flagship product is credit repair. Now, here's a statistic that we're going to go over, which it will blow your mind when we put it into perspective, because 111 million Americans are currently living with a credit score of 580 or less. Now, if you were to put that in a grading scale in school, like when we got graded A, B, C, D, F, a 580 is failing. They are lower than an F. And thankfully, a lot of people had their credit to rely on when it came to the pandemic. You know, we're going through a silent recession. Everything is getting more expensive. Thankfully, a lot of people had their credit to rely on, but their credit took that hit. And they think that it's the end of the world and that they can't do anything moving forward and they're always going to be in debt. And we are here to let them know that that is not the case, and we have something that can assist them. Because if you have someone that they are ready to buy their first home, or they want to start a business, they want or they need to take out a car and they can't because of credit is a factor, this can bring a lot of emotions such as anxiety, shame, frustration, fear, and confusion, of course. And now we're going to go over a couple more numbers. I'm personally a visual and a numbers person when it comes to finance. So what does a low credit score cost you? We're going to start with a Toyota Camry. That is $23,000. If you have a 730 credit score, you're going to have an interest of 1.99%, and your total payment will be $24,300. If you have a score of 599, which is only 130 points difference, you're going to have an interest rate of 14.99%, and your total payment is going to be over $33,000, making this Toyota Camry $10,000 more expensive than what it should be, all because of a 130 point difference. Now, if you're looking at that similar situation when purchasing a home, if the home costs $250,000 at a 730 score, the interest is at a 2.75, which is beautiful. Their total payment is $367,000. With a 599 credit score, their interest rate is at a 6.5% or can be higher. And their total payment will be a $568,000. So right there, it's a $200,000 difference, even though it's only a 130 point difference. Just to put things into perspective, we all know how important credit is, but these are the real numbers and what we want to help our clients with. We, of course, want to help our clients with their goals and closing on their home and getting a car or their dream car, but not at the expense of having that headache and high interest rate over their head, right? Now, we are partnered with a company called Smart Credit. So a lot of people tend to use other third-party credit monitoring sites such as Credit Karma, Kickoff, Credit Sesame. If you or anyone that you know around you use those, go ahead and tell them to delete it. Because for the most part, those third-party companies only give you a Vantage score and they don't give you the full 3 credit bureau report. We need to take a look at the FICO scores from Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion, and it's very important to do so because we want to know exactly where we are at with our credit, especially when we have such big goals. We cannot be using a Vantage score, which is like a hypothesis of your actual credit score that is calculated based off of your credit report. We cannot go based off of that. So Smart Credit is our partnership. You can go ahead and delete any other that you have because they are going to give you your 3 credit bureaus, your actual FICO score, and every time that you check your personal credit, it is not going to be a hard nor a soft pull, so it will not affect your credit. And here's Cynthia. So the reason that I mentioned Smart Credit is because once you have that Smart Credit membership, you are going to connect that and give the credentials to Cynthia, which she is our automated intelligence system with the credit restoration. So she gets everything that's negative from your credit report, everything that is currently affecting your credit report that can be disputed and removed. And she puts it into a unique letter specified for every single client and every case that is different. And that is what we use for the credit restoration. So on the good side, we also, with Smart Credit, we remove everything at once. So when we pull your report, if we see 1 collection or 10 collections, we're going to do them all at once. If we see 1 late payment or 10 late payments, they will all be on the same dispute letter that Cynthia will be generating to send out to not only the credit bureaus, but also to the creditors and banks to get the best results possible. Now, this is huge to me because when I was doing credit repair on my own, it was solely based off of me. I did have a system that would generate letters, but then at the same time, you would be doing duplicate dispute rounds with the exact same letters, and then your clients don't get the results because the credit bureaus do catch on. So every time she sends or creates a dispute letter, it is a unique dispute letter for every case. Now, the way that she is able to fix that is leveraging a law called the Fair Credit Reporting Act law. And with this law, anything such as collections, late payments, closed accounts, execution, mortgages, repos, bankruptcies, medical bills, evictions, student loans can be removed without you having to pay the derogatory debt attached to that account. And the reason for this is because this is a consumer law that we must leverage when using credit repair. And it actually works in our favor. Just a lot of people don't know about it. So for example, if you have a collection and the original creditor was Chase, the way the process worked is, let's say for a couple months you had a debt with Chase, and then they went ahead and they closed your account. Now, a couple more months, they're going to give you time to go ahead and pay that debt. If you don't make any payments towards that debt, then they will go ahead and charge off your account and sell it for pennies on the dollar to a third-party creditor or collection agency. And now they have a tax write-off on your account and they have nothing to do with your account. So you are no longer doing business with the original creditor that you signed papers and agreements with to do business with. You are now doing business, or another business is reporting on your credit that you are doing business with them. And they are, a random third-party company, a collection company, ABC Collections, whatever they want to call it. And now they're going to start contacting you, trying to collect the debt that you don't even owe them. You do not owe them that debt. You owed it to the original creditor. That original creditor has nothing to do with your account. Now these collection agencies are trying to contact you and harass you for that debt. If you go ahead and make payments towards that, now you are owning up to a debt that is not yours. If you leverage this law called the Fair Credit Reporting Act law, and you dispute it directly with the credit bureaus as well as the creditor, you will have that removed and will not have to pay whatever debt is attached to it. Because like I mentioned, this is no longer an account that you are doing business with, okay? Now here's the credit restoration process. Like I mentioned to you, you're going to sign up for Smart Credit. That's a credit monitoring site. Once you get started with Momentum, you just go ahead into your personal portal that you receive as a client, upload your documents, and then Cynthia's going to go ahead and take a look at the credit report. She's going to put together the dispute letters to go ahead and send out. We give the bureaus 30 days to respond to that. A lot of people give them 45 to 90 days. We give them only 30 days, and we also dispute everything at once, like I mentioned. And then we go ahead and begin the process. Now, here's a couple results for clients of ours, and I will go ahead at the end of the presentation, show you guys some more. So clients tend to see results within the first 60 days. It can be less, but we like to tell them within the first 60 days, you are going to see a jump in your credit and items removed from your credit report. So if you guys could follow me right here to this one. This client had 35 items deleted. Those items could be items such as inquiries, late payments, collections, whatever was derogatorily affecting them. 35 of them were removed and their score increased across the board. And this client had 12 items deleted. Same thing could be inquiries, collections, late payments, and they had a 74-point increase and an 86-point increase, bringing them to the 600 club, which is super exciting. And this client had an 88-point increase and a 23-point increase. So take a look at your credit report once you go ahead and sign up for Smart Credit and think to yourself, wow, what can an 88-point increase or a 74-point increase do to my credit? Like, can it take you from the 500s to the high 600s, definitely changing your interest rates within only a 60-day process? Yes. And down the line, you're going to be happy that you took a step back for at least 90 days to work on your credit and then go ahead and move forward with your goals, because in those 90 days, your credit can change drastically. And at the end of the day, you're going to be saving a lot of money in the long run and as down payments and etc. Now, to get started with the services, it's only $199 one time to go ahead and get started. And then 30 days moving forward, it will be $99 monthly. Now, once you start to see results and you're happy with your results, you probably will have referrals like your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, whoever it is. You are obviously going to want to share the news with the people around you. And once you send 4 referrals to the platform, you no longer have to pay $99 monthly. And now you have a system that is working for you and your best interest, and you have no overhead while helping those loved ones around you. Now, this stood out to me the most. Like I mentioned before, I was in a credit repair and I did it for a long time on my own. Then I also partnered with a platform and did it with them. And never can you ever guarantee or promise results to a client when it comes to credit repair, because the credit bureaus are in control. But here we are so confident with the service that we're providing. So it is artificial intelligence and always running on its own. We can promise within the first 90 days that if the client has not experienced any positive change in their credit report, they will be refunded 100% of their money. And the positive changes can be anything such as an increase in credit score, removal of derogatory information, correction of personal information. This speaks volume right here. We are not telling the client or you specifically what is going to be removed, but we are guaranteeing that you will see results. If not, you get all of your money back, which speaks volume, like I mentioned. Now we are going over to the business side. Now, if you do have referrals, like I mentioned, or you are a professional in the industry and you see a lot of clients that can definitely benefit from this kind of service, now you can get compensated by referring them to the company. All 5 of these packages right here, nothing changes for the client. They get the same exact service, same exact membership. The only thing that changes is the upfront commission that the affiliate agent will make. So if you go ahead and look at Crown, that's personally my favorite membership, because this is for 2 people. Again, it can be boyfriend, girlfriend, you know, a friend, your mom, your dad, however it is, it could be 2 people, and they get started for $299 one-time payment. You make $200 from that. And then their monthly, instead of being $99 monthly, it's $149. So they get it at a discounted rate, which is amazing. Diamond number 2, $99 always goes to the head, which is momentum. So if you charge a client $250, you will be making the difference, which is $150, and $99 goes to the platform of momentum. Emerald, you charge the client $199, your direct commission will be $100, and their monthly payment will be the $99 always. And Emerald is one of our most basic ones and one of our most used, because At the end of the day, all of these price points here are very affordable for all types of people, as long as they are very serious about their goals. If they want to buy a house one day, they're going to have to wiggle in $100 into their budget because it is going to get them there and pay off in the long run, right? So if you're at Emerald and let's say you have 10 affiliates that sign up this week for only $199, right there you made an extra $1,000 this week. And you're going to get paid residually from the $99 monthly, which I'm going to go over shortly. Sapphire and Basic, these are friends or family discounts, or if it's like a close client or a client that you're trying to help out, I most recommend these two memberships, because with Sapphire, it's only $149 to get started. Your membership is your commission is $50, the difference. And with Basic, it's only $99 flat for them to get started. You won't make any upfront commission, but you will make residuals. Like I mentioned, I'm going to go over the residuals shortly. I want you guys to go ahead and take a picture or a screenshot of this and think about within your business, how many people can you help and what kind of price points will you charge them for the service that we are providing them, right? Now, let's say that you want to expand. I personally love partnering with professionals such as realtors, mortgage brokers, car salesmen, tax accountants, multi-services, because they already have clients in their pipeline that will benefit from the service, and always stay with them, have retention. So every time I have an affiliate that gets started with their own business here, I can make anywhere from $50 to $150. And the way that that works is like, if I'm here making $100 upfront for every affiliate that enrolls, I will go ahead and also make a difference from everything that they do. So if I make $100 upfront for my friend Anna that gets started, then when Anna signs up her affiliate, she's going to make $50 and I will still make that difference of $50. So it's really important. I love building teams and sharing this information and not being a secret agent, because I know what this service can do for people, families, and I know what kind of business it can bring into professionals. For example, I mentioned tax offices. Their most busiest time of the year is in the beginning of the year, but the rest of the year, 8-9 months out of the year, they still have to have that office. They still probably have employees. They still have systems that they have to pay. They still have licensing and classes that they have to pay and invest into to get ready for the following tax year. But they don't have residual income coming in, right? This is going to give them an option to have residual income while providing just an extra service to the clients that they already have. And this is the residual income that I have been talking about. I have residual bills. I don't know about you guys, but I have residual bills. They come every single month, no matter what. But for a long time, I didn't have residual income. And I like the way that this structure is built out, because we are compensated very well residually from those $99 monthlies, solely because the company Momentum doesn't have a big overhead, right? We don't have a big call center. We don't have hundreds of employees. We don't have to be mailing stuff out or physically really doing anything. Everything is systemized. So they are able to pay us such as partners. We are partners with Momentum. We do not work for Momentum. Now, I want you to go ahead and think about, if you, for example, if you're a realtor, think about in the last year, how many people have you talked about buying a home and they never fell through? One of the main things that they never fall through is their finances. Of course, everyone wants to buy a home. They're never going to start a conversation with you and at the end be like, no, you know what? I actually don't want the American dream. I don't want to be a home, buy a home and be a homeowner. That will never be a topic of the conversation. It will always come down to their finances. And you know as well as I know that if their credit is up to par, there's so much assistance for them to go ahead and purchase a home, even if they don't have $100,000 as a down payment. If they have their credit where it needs to be, they have so much more opportunity, which is the most important thing. So again, let's go ahead and say in the past year, you talked to 50 people and nothing ever happened to them. They never ended up buying a home with you. You guys kind of lost contact. You tell them, okay, go ahead and fix that problem. Come back to me. I'm ready when you are. 50 people in the past year, right? And let's say that you have 40 people in your whole career that they have done a rental with you, right? They leased a house, apartment, whatever it is. Right there, you have 90 people that can potentially go ahead and buy a house with you if you were to follow up with them and let them know, hey, I have a system that could get us where your goals are. Let's go ahead and get started, right? So if you contact those 90 people and they go ahead and get started into the system, you're now making weekly $600, $2,400 monthly, and annually $31,000 extra for the clients that you already have, the clients that you are already helping with the most important thing and goal, which is to get them to the closing table, right? Now, instead of sending them off somewhere and not making any commissions for that, you now make commissions and residual income. Or if you send them off, you're not going to know what's going on with them, what's going on with their process. You could go ahead and log into your portal and see what's up with their process and where they are in the process, which is super important, because if they get results and you get an update on their credit or on their credit increase and their results, then you can circle back with them and say, hey, I saw that your score increased 80 points. Why don't we go ahead and start working on that pre-approval, or start looking at those houses? So, when your lease is over 6 months from now, we're not getting you into another lease. We are getting you into your home. They will be ecstatic. They will be very, very happy, and you will be happy, because in the midst of getting to them through that whole entire process, you will not be wasting your time and energy for nothing, because you are still making residual income, right? Now, let's talk on a wider scale. Like I mentioned, you can go ahead and reach out to other professionals, tax offices. They have hundreds of clients that already trust them with all of their information, all of their personal information, their business information, their income, their social security, everything. So why not already offer them help with their credit repair? So if they have their credit in order and they have their taxes in order, they can go ahead and have buying purchase to purchase anything, right? So let's say you go ahead and you partner with 3 offices with professionals that they have hundreds of clients to go ahead and contact. Out of 1,000 clients that an average tax professional has, let's say 25% of them sign up. Now they have 250 clients. And let's say you do that 3 times with 3 different offices, right? These are your affiliates. So you work with them and you help get them there. Now you have a total of 3 offices with 250 clients each, totaling 750 clients. Now, residually, you are going to be making $3,000, $12,000 monthly, and a total of $156,000 annually, a whole other extra 6-figure income annually, without you having to do any physical labor for, and you actually partnering with professionals, making contacts, networking, and helping other business owners with their business. And at the end of the day, helping clients and families get where they want to be. It's very rewarding, and at the same time, it's very lucrative to be in that field and finance, and being able to get that residual and passive income. It speaks volume, and I think you can agree with me. Now, what also comes as an affiliate, aside from you making residual income, you making the upfront commissions, you being able to have the system, you also get a personalized digital website, you get weekly payments. Everything that we do until Sunday midnight, we get paid out direct deposit Thursday. You also have the services for yourself. If you need to restore your credit, you need to be a product of the product, restore your own credit, and this is included as an affiliate. Even if you don't need to restore your credit, you are still going to be a part of the process. So let's say the day of tomorrow, you forgot to pay something, pay an account, or you got a new debit card, you forgot to link it to your credit card. Now you have a late payment, right? Or you went ahead and you applied for something that you were certain that you were going to get approved for, and you didn't. Now you have an extra inquiry, and those decrease your credit score. So your credit will always be monitored. As soon as something like that happens, it will be taken care of by Cynthia. And tax advantages, because you are not an employee of Momentum, you are a partner and a business owner with Momentum, so you will be a 1099. And we also have a big content and marketing team that will help you along the way when you want to launch and establish your business. So you're probably like, okay, that's a lot of great benefits and information that you just gave me all in one. How much is it going to cost me? And it's only a one-time payment of $249. That's going to go ahead and activate your affiliate membership as well as the client services. And monthly it is $149, but as soon as you have those 4 memberships, if you have 4 clients, you have 4 affiliates, or you have a mix of the two, you will no longer have to pay the $149 monthly, meaning that now you have a system that's working for you on your credit and working for you on the business side with absolutely no overhead. And everyone is welcome to join this platform and leverage these services and results. I personally have clients in 36 states, and many of those states I have never even been to. But I am here in Miami, Florida. So we can accept everyone nationwide as long as they are 18 years or older or have a social security and ITIN number. So here's a quick recap and reasons as to why you should add Momentum Network to your current business. If you are a realtor, you will go ahead and turn your renters into buyers. Like I mentioned, go back into your database, see everyone that has rented with you throughout your career, follow up with them, see if they have reached that goal or that milestone of purchasing a house yet. And if they haven't, you can go ahead and open the conversation as to why. 9 times out of 10, it's because of their finances. And majority of that time, it's also because of the debt that they have that's impacting their credit. So their credit is not where it needs to be. Now you can tell them, give me 6 months and let's turn you into a home buyer. Let's get you ready to put you into that position to purchase that home, which is nothing more rewarding to help that client with that huge milestone, right? Now you can build a pipeline of qualified buyers. Let's say that you are new to whatever business that you are in. Now you can go ahead and contact people. And even if they don't have the right credit or they're not ready, instead of turning them away or sending them to someone else and not keeping track of them or not being able to be updated what's going on, you're going to create a pipeline of qualified buyers. Because if you go ahead and start 20 clients today on the service, in 6 months, at least 10 to 15 of those will have the credit where it needs to be. And then you guys could go ahead and revisit the home buying process. If you're looking to invest, cash can only take you so far. So you need to establish your credit, and also having no credit, non-established credit is just as bad having bad credit, because the banks don't know you and don't know your credibility. So therefore you don't have any buying power, and no, they're not going to lend you a lot of money, hundreds of thousands of dollars. And no, you are not going to get that small interest rate, that low interest rate, because of your credit. So even if you're a cash person, remember that credit is always power. Add income to your current real estate business. I don't want you to stop anything that you're doing. I don't want you to have to add a whole other business to your current business. This is just implementing an extra service and value to your current business, right? Because at the end of the day, what we want to do is help people have that American dream in purchasing their home and being a home buyer or purchasing investment properties and having that income come in as well. And like I mentioned, you don't have to stop anything that you're already doing and have more retention and returning clients. Like I mentioned, if you go ahead and send someone out to another credit repair company, there is no promise that they are going to come back to you, because in the span of those 6 months that they're fixing their credit, they can literally meet any realtor from anywhere else. And there's no retention there. But if you have them in a system that's solemnly with you and it's in-house, they're not going anywhere, and they're going to even be more happy because yes, they came to you with less than perfect credit and they knew that they probably wouldn't get approved for the house, but you made them feel good and held them along the way. You said, okay, well, we're going to go ahead and take care of your credit. We're going to work on this together. Keep me updated on the process. I'll update you on anything that is needed or when we are ready to go. And let's go ahead and move forward with that process, which is the most rewarding thing that you can do. Now you have to ask yourself, what's your level of interest? You're ready to go ahead and get started on the services. Get back to the person that invited you to this call or sent you this video, and they will go ahead and help you get started happily. Or B, you would like to get started on the service and the business side. We're going to go ahead and get you started as well. Everything is done manually and online through personal links. So whoever invited you to this call will go ahead and send you their enrollment link, and you now will have your affiliate back office as well as your credit being worked on moving forward. And if you guys have any questions, my name is Priscilla Castellanos. I'm here to help and happy to answer them. And I will see you guys on the next call.